It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's Cralisa Victoria back with another video. I just made a whole nother video basically stating all of the things that you basically just updating you guys and letting you guys know some of the things that I do in the new year, as well as what I did in 2019 to be successful. So in this video, we're gonna get right into some of the things you guys can be doing to be successful. I'm trying to make sure my lighting is good. Okay, I think that's good. I don't know if it's like bright enough, but these are some of the things that I do in 2020 to be successful. Habits that I've had in 2019 and prior. But these are some of the habits to get you started in your 2020. So if you're new to my channel, thanks for coming. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you've already been coming, then thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate all of the support that I get on my channel. So first things first, let's get right into it. Reading. Reading is essential for your personal growth. It's essential for your learning. It's just essential for everything. It makes you more of an asset where you go, more of those types of things. So, for example, this is one of the books that I'll be reading, which is In Office Hours, which just talks about different things about, you know, just working and different perspectives and stuff like that. I have not read this book, but I've had it for a while. I have another book over there that's called The Lean Startup, talking about success. And then I have different other books around here like Leadership, The Guide to Investing, which I read a lot of these books. I have Never Eat Alone, like just business books and things like that. And I do read these books, and it doesn't, like, I can keep like 1,000 topics in my head and still remember what book it came from. So if you're somebody like that, you might want to read a book of pleasure that's just, you know, just about anything random, whether it be like criminal justice type of book that's just mystery, or you want to read something about a documentary or anything like that, just a pleasure book that doesn't have anything to do with business. You can do that, and I simultaneously do that while reading, like, you know, books that have to do with business throughout the week, because though you want to be knowledgeable about business, I'm very passionate about business. I love business, so business is not a, like, I don't feel like, oh, I'm so bored when I have to learn about business. I don't. But because it is business, it falls under the line of work. That is why I also read books of pleasure that just might be something about, I don't know, like a documentary, or it might be something about sisters take place at a blah, 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 you know, just like different book styles of books. That is what I do. I've always loved reading since I was little, and as I'm an adult, I still love reading. So these are a couple of things that I read. Another thing that I have is my journal, okay? So this journal says PS, pretty much in here. I have different things written in here about success and things that I can do to be successful. So, you know, you always want to keep a journal. You want to keep a journal to track your progress. You want to hold yourself accountable. If you don't have accountability partners, I recommend journals. Now, my calendar is in another room, but I do journals, I do calendars, and I have different calendars for different things. I have different journals for different things. You know, I might have one that has all of my like business goals. Then I'll have another journal that talks about a lot of my success goals, which falls under business. But then I'll also have some things that talk about like just my daily thoughts, some that talk about my semi-annual, and, you know, like all those different goals, and I just break them down. So pretty much that's a way to get started. So definitely reading, journaling / calendar. But like I said, I have multiple calendars. Then I have these journals, and this is another crucial part of the video that I really want to talk about. But I'm just actually going to get into it right now too. So I have 3 journals, right? Over the years, I have written in all 3 of these journals. When I open them up, they are all about different things. You know, some of them are about college. Like this one, I have a lot of my educational stuff in here, things that I was doing to basically get through my MBA program. So pretty much when I look through this journal, there's a whole bunch of MBA talk, right? So I'm going through here, I'm taking out these pages. Now let me tell you, even though this one is more so about education, it isn't more so about private information. I'm still ripping these pages out because I no longer need them. I've passed my MBA program, you know, things went well. So then as I flip through here, all of these are just empty pages, which a lot of times when I'm going through my journals like this, I have a seasonal job, and when I go there, I'll take like the empty journals and stuff like this, and I'll take it there so that we can have just like extra pieces of paper for people to write on in the event we run out. So I just go through it, flip through it, make sure there's nothing that is personal. No personal notebook. So anything I might have written on, I just like to flip through. There's nothing, right? So I'm going to take this, I'm going to set it aside. So then I want to get to this, which I'm not going to do this all tonight. I used to write in diaries, journals, whatever you like to call them. I've been writing in them all my life. Quick story. No, I don't even think I want to share the story, because it'll frustrate me. But anyway, in here, there is a whole bunch of different journal entries. I'm not saying my journal entries are bad, but you know, you have different ups and downs in your life. And some of them talk about the things that are like, I couldn't believe this happened, blah, 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 this is how I'm feeling, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying it's bad, because writing down your feelings and what you're going through is very, very important. But at the same time, as I get older and things just continue for me, I just want to rip this all out. Like, there's emotions all in here. So what I'm going to do is I will be going through each of my journals, and I will be ripping out all of the pages and trashing them. And you're going to say, well, why would you do that to your journals when those were your thoughts over all these years? The reason being is, in order to move on, sometimes you have to move away from your thoughts that you've written down earlier on. So there was times where in my life I didn't understand why life happened the way it happened, and I wrote out my thoughts. But my thing is, when you choose to be in a different space in life, none of this matters anymore. It doesn't matter. These were ways to express my emotion, to express what I was experiencing at whatever stage in my life. But when you get to a place where you're just like, you're protecting your energy, your peace, your all of that, then everything you write about is going to be literally at a protected energy space. So it's more optimistic. I'm not saying that you're a pessimist by writing your thoughts down, but my thoughts are more so on the good, you know, not what's happening in the bad. What's happening in the bad, I can handle that with praying and, you know, those things. It does not have to be journaled. What I want my journals going forward to do is document my success and what I want to do. They're going to be optimistic writings. When I read some of my journals, it takes you to a dark place, because it's like, oh, I was feeling that way at this time, or oh, I really felt that way. And it's like, you know, it's nice to see, what were you thinking when you were in middle school? Like, what was really stressing you out? Was it the test? What was really going on? You know, like, it's always different things that you're just rereading, and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, okay, I don't even feel like that no more. And it's nice to be able to read back on it, but for me, it's almost like a fresh start. Just cut up the pages. Those chapters are long gone. College, when you felt the way you felt in college, those days are long gone. It was nice to journal it though. It was nice to really get my thoughts on paper. And I was always that person. I was always the one who left a trail in my journals of how I felt. Like, even on good days, I would pretty much journal every day. It was just a way to release thoughts. Like, test coming up, feeling really excited. Oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. I wrote every single thing out. So that was nice. I still, you know, have that meticulous way of doing things in my life. But some things you just kind of chop it up and get rid of. So that's one way to move forward in your 2020. If you got old journals, diaries, and things like that, chop them things up, sis. Because, like, your little attitude about whatever in the middle school or in high school doesn't matter now. Did it really matter? So what is the point on holding on to those things? And even though you don't think about them, you don't hold grudges for them, when you read, you're just like, am I still mad? No, you're not. So why are you keeping it? These are not volumes. Like, you know, obviously you can keep these and, you know, go from there. So Oh wow. In 2013, November 9th, I'm going to read, or November 3rd, I'm going to read you one of my articles or my diary entries. It was very short. I said, and this was on my way on trying to graduate from college. I had like a month to graduate from college. I said, I know the struggle is real because my breakthrough is near. Please give me the strength to finish the race, which I was referring to school. Lord, also help those who are in a worse situation than my current situation. Please help me to keep my faith. Like, that's what I wrote, on my finishing of school. I'm just looking back on some of the things. And I would write in my notebooks and stuff, like everything. I had check off dates. Like, I was so goal oriented. I'm still goal oriented, but I remember, okay, on November 17th, I said, today is a new day, a fresh start, an awesome Sunday morning. Today I have various assignments that are due, but I am going to take today one step at a time. Please be with me through the day. Thank you so much. Like, I just used to write stuff like this in my journals, literally. And it's crazy because it's just crazy. Like, I read out about my days in school. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be bad entries. Sometimes it's good to look back on them, but I used to go to church too during college. I would go to church and I took notes. And one of the notes I said, never let your problem be bigger than your promise. Wow. Reading some of the things, and I probably will go back and read some of my things, but I still will probably get rid of it too, just because. I was reading my goals back when, at the age of 19, I worked for like 3 or 4 jobs, bought my own 2 cars, started my loft journey, moved in my first place, because I had to do curfew at college during the summer because that was a requirement of being in college. So I had to do that. So I went to college at 18, but I couldn't move off until, my semester was up and I left right after. So I got my townhouse and then took a full load of classes in 2012. Yeah, so basically, I basically was just writing down all my goals. I mean, all of the accomplishments that I had made, like buying my 2 cars and everything like that, just really cracking out for me. I had classes to go to on my birthday. Today was my 19th birthday. I went to all of my classes as well. I had an 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and a 1 p.m. today. Each class was productive. After I left my 1 o'clock class at 1:25, after my test, I went to go shopping. I'm going out to dinner. Today was awesome. Good things come to those who wait. Like, that day was, it's crazy. Reading back on some of the thoughts that I had. I would even write out my important dates, furniture delivery, furniture pickup, interview, grades. Like, literally, I would write everything. Okay, during the summer, I had an A- in pre-calc, a B in stats, juvenile delinquency, I had an A. independent study at A. Getting a B in statistics was like heaven, because statistics was so freaking hard that as much as I wanted an A B was okay because it was such a hard class. So yeah, just reading everything, but sometimes you just want to get away with getting over what you know had in the past, to just move forward. Another thing that I do, and I'm going to sum up this video with this is not the only jar, but I collect my change that's laying around my house, because change adds up. Change turns into dollars. Change turns into investment. So if you want to be successful, read. Write out those goals. Save your coins. You know, read back on things. Maybe your thoughts from in the past. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're bad. You heard what I read from when I used to be in school. They weren't bad. But you might want to read those things. But after you read them and you let them soak in, you don't have to keep it. Let it go. Let it go. Because obviously, if you can read those and you still have those same effects today, or you have bettered yourself, then there's no need to still need those, because you are either still that same, you know, you got those same thoughts behind that heart of yours, or you're just, you know, being more successful. You don't always have to hold on to it. So I hope you guys learned something from this. I just pretty much wanted to give you some 2020 tips on being successful, and I hope it did help. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next video.
It's only 11 something.